this week put on injured reserve. He's out for the season. What a huge blow. That guy was dominant. He was playing the way he played last season in the preseason. Then he was hurt all season, and we never quite saw him at full form. I said at the beginning of last season that Cullen Jenkins would be in the Pro Bowl. He got hurt. He was dinged up all season long and couldn't show his stuff. This year, he was playing at top form, and now he is gone for the season. So our defensive line taking yet another big hit, and that great, phenomenal first-round draft pick, Justin Harrell, still sitting on the bench. So we need him back, and we need him to perform. We need our offense to get in a rhythm. We need maybe it's going to be some short passes that open up the running game so Ryan Grant can get in a rhythm. But we have to have our offensive line on the field and their heads in the game because we've got to get a rhythm on offense. And we've got to have some better play calling. We can't give up on the run. If we're averaging 4.2, we ought to be able to get consistent first downs. We've got to call our players into positions to win. We've got to call our players into positions to be successful. That's what Mike McCarthy's got to do. We've got to stop giving up the big play on defense, and we've got to start getting some big plays on out of our special teams. We haven't seen very good returns in the last couple games. That may be mostly due to just much better coverage units, but we've got to get the job done, and of course, we've got to get our punting situation under control. I mean, this guy was supposed to be good, high, arcing punts, great directional punts, a lot of punts inside the 20, and last week he had like a 30-some yard average. This is not going to get the job done. This is going to show that this switch at the last minute was just a huge mistake. Frost has got to get in there and do a better job. But all of that being said, I think that we are going to beat the Atlanta Falcons. Last week, I thought we beat the Buccaneers because we were mad about a loss. I'm hoping that we are really ticked off now because we lost 2 in a row, one that we just flat gave away. We are a better team than they are. We were against the Buccaneers. We are a better team than the Falcons. So I am predicting a Packer win. I think we're going to score in the 30s. I say we're going to score 34 in this game, and I don't think Atlanta is going to score more. I'm going to call 34-14. I know that's a lot of points on our side, but the way that Aaron Rodgers played when he was throwing those couple of touchdown passes to Greg Jennings, I mean, it was a thing of beauty. It was more a matter of just our line falling apart and throwing picks and Aaron Rodgers being hurt. Now, of course, the big trump card in this is whether Aaron Rodgers plays or not. I don't think he's going to have to throw long to beat the Atlanta Falcons, so I think if he can play, he'll be fine, and I think we'll score plenty of points. Plus, I think we are going to finally be forced to keep the ball on the ground because of Aaron Rodgers' injury. So if Matt Flynn, I don't know if they still got him as the second after his couple of plays last game, but if Matt Flynn plays for us, the situation changes drastically. But I am calling for a 34-14 win against the Falcons. I think that Michael Turner could put up some more numbers on us, but I am just guessing that we're going to clamp down on the big play and go ahead and keep the Falcons down to 14, maybe 14, 17, maybe break 20, but barely. So looking for a big win by the Packers, kind of a bounce back win. I guess I may have a little green and gold goggles on for that. This game, we are also even more riddled with injury than we've been. But I just feel like Mike McCarthy is realizing that there is going to be a lot of backlash if they don't show dominant form in this game against Atlanta. And Atlanta is ripe for the pickings. They are a team that has gone through. We remember what happened with the Michael Vick dogfighting last year, and the coach leaving the way he left mid-season. And so Atlanta is ripe for the picking. They are not a team that we should be afraid of, and they are a team. Now, if my score goes topsy-turvy and they put up big numbers on us and we lose, wow, we have hit the iceberg at that point because our team is in shambles at that point, If we don't outplay and dominate the Atlanta Falcons, we still are wondering and still are worried. But if we dominate the Falcons, I think we can turn this thing around. Maybe get Al Harris back late in the season. Maybe Justin Harrell comes off the PUP list and pans out and takes up a little slack for Cohen Jenkins. There's just too many question marks. But I think we will beat the Falcons, and I think we'll beat them big at home. So I want to end out with a new segment. I know I add a few things in here, trade a few things out, but I'm going to give a top 10 list. I came up with one for Dallas, and I put it on the website, so you can check these out, my top 10 lists, at www.packerlinkup.com. And what you do is just go to the media tab and mouse over media and look for the cheese. And this is in our cheese section because it's 100% humor. Don't take it seriously. Don't get offended. It's completely for fun. The cheese is. And here are my top 10 keys for a win against the Falcons. Number 10, before the game, the pregame huddle is punctuated by Nick Barnett leading the team in Pig Suit, Razorbacks, Razorbacks, Razorbacks. So when Nick Barnett gets out and does that, we're going to get a big win. Number 9, the Falcons game at Lambeau is sponsored by a local animal rescue shelter. Number 8, Green Bay players run out onto the field with pit bulls on leashes. Number 7, resignation letters from Mike Smith, the Falcons head coach, are posted on each Atlanta player's locker in the visitors' locker room 10 minutes before the game. Number 6, Mike McCarthy is quoted in the pregame press conference as saying, "It's going to be a dogfight, but I think we'll be victorious." Who writes this stuff? Okay, number 5, "Who Let the Dogs Out" is played after every big play by the Packers offense. Number 4, for the first time in years, this is a big key. For the first time in years, the Falcons are without a seasoned, mature, no-nonsense veteran quarterback at the helm. Oh, wait. Number 3, Falcons quarterback Matt Ryan is arrested for breeding roosters for cockfighting. Number 2, this is on the Packers side. The number 2 key for our success is that, according to Mike McCarthy, is good pad level, because apparently that will solve all of our scheme and play calling problems and bring all of our injured players back healthy. And the number 1 reason that the Packers will beat the Atlanta Falcons is because the Atlanta Falcons are not the Dallas Cowboys. And that's it. That's all for me. That's all the time we've got. Be sure and check in next week. We'll try to make sure that's out for you Thursday night or Friday morning so you can enter your weekend with the Atrium on the Packer link up. So until next time, have a great weekend, and as always, go Pack.